Hello and welcome to my shop. I've had this JDP-17 drill press for 11 months now, and I think it's about time I can give it a fair review. So overall, I'll give this thing a solid A minus. I love the table, and overall it has a good build quality with the exception of the pulleys, which I'll get to later. So let's get started. So drill press is a simple machine, and this one's no exception. But the one feature that drew me towards these more modern machines is the large table. I love the large size. Whenever you have a big, awkward workpiece, it gives you a very confident hold on it. These are designed with woodworkers in mind, and they work really well. So keeping woodworkers in mind, we have T-slots. As you can see, I've taken advantage of it by making a simple shop-made fence. And also I've been using my standard hold-on clamps on these. So the T-slots on this particular table hold a 5/16 hex bolt solidly. I've used the standard old school X slots a few times, mostly when doing metal work. And finally on the table, the removable wooden insert works really well. It screws in from the underside, and each corner has a leveling screw so you can get it perfectly flush with the table. I'm pretty happy with that. Other features that Jet promotes with this machine are the simple belt changes and the laser system. I find the belt changes to be perfectly adequate. They take maybe 20 seconds, 30 seconds if you have to switch the order of the two belts. They work fine. They're quick enough that they're going to keep me from being lazy and skipping a belt change when, say, going from a small drill bit to a force drill bit. And that's a good thing. The laser system I'm really happy with. I sort of thought it might be a gimmick. I'd never used a laser positioning system before, and I found it to be very useful for doing holes out in free space. It just saves you a few seconds per hole from having to find it by hand. These have been accurate and as well as stable. In the 11 months I've had this machine, I've only had to recalibrate one of them one time, and it drifted just a little bit. Let's go over the positive aspects of the machine's build quality. First off is the quill. The quill is really well done. There's very little side-to-side play, even when fully extended to all 5 inches. This is probably going to be hard to see on camera, but maybe you can just kind of hear it, listen for it. There's a tiny bit of side-to-side play, and maybe another tiny bit from front to back. And that's the quill extended all 5 inches. This is very impressive. If I let it all the way up, I mean, it's dead stable up here. So very well done quill. Also the runout when it's powered up is under 1/1000th of an inch. Certainly good enough for my woodworking purposes. You can see that in this clip here. So another good aspect to the quill. Really well done. Never had any problems with it. Another sort of weird thing that I like about the build quality is that the column lock for the table lift is just really this thing is rock solid. There's a nice large level metal handle back here. Really impressive. It doesn't move side to side at all. This thing is really solid. I think the reason I like this feature so much is because of my old drill press. No matter how tightly you would tighten that back lockdown, you could always move the table to the left and to the right. It was really annoying, especially after you had set up for an operation. So now we're going to go over, as I can see it, the one negative side to this machine's build quality, and that is with the pulleys up in the top. In this clip here, you can see how the surface that contacts the belt is nicely machined, but the top of the pulley, the casting, is unmachined and has quite a bit of run out and wobble while it's in motion. And our friend Thomas Jefferson here can show you what that wobble leads to. So this is a nickel test, and while the machine does pass it from starting up and shutting down, you can see the nickel transmit that wobble from those pulleys. Let's check it out. So there, so the nickel stays up the whole time, but you can see it vibrate just a little bit. And putting my hand on the top casting, I can feel a small vibration. But putting my hand down on the table, there's a decent little hum here. This hum has never once affected my ability to drill a hole into a piece of wood. Come on, it's a woodworker's drill press here. But basically, this annoys me a little bit because it could be better. They could have machined those pulleys off and eliminated that side-to-side vibration, and it just would have made the machine feel a little bit better. However, it passed a nickel test from starting up to ramping down, so I guess it's good enough, right? That will do it for this review. I hope it's been useful to you. I think this machine represents a pretty good value, especially when you get it on sale like I did. I got it last Black Friday for $630 shipped. So I think at that price point, it's a very good value. So as always, if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. And thanks for watching.